Welcome, guys, to the Meet Damien channel. I am Damien, and we'll be talking about Bitcoin. We're going to be trying to find out where the support levels might be for Bitcoin. We're going to look at some Fibonacci analysis on the trading view chart here. And we're going to try to figure out how low is Bitcoin actually going to go. Okay. And then we'll take a look at some other cryptocurrencies. If you guys have some requests, go ahead and shoot away what cryptocurrency you want me to talk about. We'll talk about these cryptocurrencies that you're requesting towards the end of the live stream when I do my Q&A here. But we're going to talk about Bitcoin first, and we're going to look at what's going on in here on CoinMarketCap.com, so you guys can see what's going on. We have a red day all across the markets here. Let's take a look. So as you guys can see here, Bitcoin is down in the last 24 hours. It's currently trading at $91,577, down 3.4% for today. Ethereum is down 4.3% at $3,325. Let me just refresh this, make sure that those are the current prices. And yeah, those are all the current prices. Solana is also down 2.6% at $231. BNB down 3.7% at $615 a coin. XRP down 1.89%, and that's about $1.41. It's had a pretty good week the past 7 days here, so I wouldn't be all too worried about XRP. Dogecoin down 3% at 38 cents. Cardano down 1.4% at 95 cents. Avalanche AVAX is actually up for today. Avalanche is actually having a good day. Avalanche is currently trading at $42.69. Tron TRX down 1.6% at 19 cents. And then Toncoin down 2%. Shiba Inu down 3.6%. Stellar down 10.45%. And yeah, Stellar is taking a breather and consolidating after having a really good week. It's almost up double it from where it was about a week ago. So being down 10% is not too shabby. Polkadot down 3.4%. Chainlink down 1.9%. And the list goes on. Sui's actually up today, 8%. I guess some people must have saw some potential to buy some cheap Sui, and they decided to bid up the prices. Pepe is down 3.4%, and Near Protocol is down 5.39%. And that's the top 20 cryptos by market cap right now and what's going on with them. We're going to do a deep dive into Bitcoin here. We're going to try to see what the support levels might be for Bitcoin here. Just give me a second to fire up Trading View here. Looks like my live chat is down on YouTube here. I'm going to try to see if I can still pull that up so I can see what you guys are requesting here. Let's see what's going on here with my TikTok streamers here. All right, if you guys have any particular cryptocurrency besides Bitcoin, let me know. All right, Khalidi829 said, what can I invest in with 6K and not Bitcoin and ETH? Khalidi, I would look into Sui and AVAX. Seem like some good cryptocurrencies to get into. Also, you could try Solana. Solana is one of the top tier cryptos, just like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it could probably make you more money than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah. Let me go ahead and pull up the Trading View chart here. Okay. Let's see. I want to show you Trading View, and I'm going to show you guys what Bitcoin's doing here. I'm going to flip the camera here on my TikTok too, so you guys can see what's going on. All right, so you guys see that Bitcoin is currently trading at $92,130.40, around that area. Okay. And when Bitcoin, well, I'm looking at the 3-day chart here, and there's a reason why I chose the 3-day chart, because I found a very significant pattern with the 3-day chart here. All right, we just had a red candle on the 3-day chart. Okay, so this is like every 3 days is one candle. Okay, and we just had our first red candle after having a bunch of green candles here on the Bitcoin chart. Okay, so we just had our first red candle here. And what I noticed with the first red candle is that we end up getting another red candle, and then we probably end up going downward or sideways from there, which we're currently doing right now. But the last time we had a red candle on the 3-day, okay, was October 30th, and you can see like the next 3 days after that was another red candle. Okay, so expect to see some downward consolidation prices. Every time we get a red candle after we just had a bunch of green candles, we end up going sideways or downwards. Okay, sideways or downwards. Okay, just looking back here on May of 2024, we got our first red candle after a few green candles, and we went down, and then we went sideways for the rest of May and June. Okay, same thing back here, and I'm just giving you guys some history. Back here in February of 2024, we had a bunch of green candles, and then we got our first red candle on the 3-day chart, and then we got another red candle, another red candle. So like we had like basically like a week and a half of going downward and sideways, and that could possibly happen with us here with Bitcoin in the present day. You know, here in November 2024, we finally got our first red candle after having a bunch of green candles, and I'm anticipating that we're either gonna, at best, we go sideways, okay, and we just hang out at $90,000, which would be good for the altcoins that are out there, because as long as Bitcoin is not going down, if Bitcoin can just go sideways, then people will try to trade and invest in the altcoins, and the altcoins will actually start getting some love and some more money into it. If Bitcoin starts to go down, then it's going to drive the altcoins down with it. Okay. And, you know, with Bitcoin going down and us knowing that, you know, when we have a red candle on the 3-day, it usually means we're going downward or sideways. You know, how far could Bitcoin go down? All right. Bitcoin, if I use the Fibonacci analysis here, okay, just measuring from the top of this move where we had Bitcoin at $99,860 about last week. Okay. Let me just make sure I got that number there. Yep. And then when we measure all the way down to the impulse move that we had from like back in like October, the end of October. Okay. Where Bitcoin was trading at like 65,000. We'll say, yeah, right here, about $67,000. Okay. It spits out these Fibonacci numbers here. Okay. And you can see that the important level that we tried to defend, but we failed to defend, was that 0.786 level here at $92,750. Okay. We weren't able to defend that level. Matter of fact, you see this blue line. I put like this blue line as like a blue line in the sand. Okay. Now that we're below that blue line, you can expect that we're going to go down a little bit further here on Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Bitcoin go to the golden pocket number here, the 0.618 retracement level. It's currently sitting at $87,000. We might see an $87,000 Bitcoin here in the near future before Bitcoin decides to bounce off and maybe go higher from there. If Bitcoin is not able to defend the $87,000 level, then the next level that we're looking at is basically the 0.5 level, and that's $83,000. So for those of you who haven't gotten into Bitcoin yet and you want to get into Bitcoin for the very first time, you can start putting in your buy limit orders in at $87,000 or $83,000. I feel like anything below $90,000, you're getting yourself a good deal on Bitcoin. Okay. So, and for those of you who feel like you don't have enough Bitcoin or you don't have enough whatever crypto and you're just using Bitcoin as like a benchmark as to when to get in, I would start looking to get into Bitcoin anywhere between $83,000 and $87,000. That should be like a good level over the next few days if we decide to go down to those levels here. Okay. Nothing is set in stone. I'm not a psychic. I'm not from the future. I can't really tell you that Bitcoin is going to go down to $83,000 and then you're going to be able to get your perfect buy order in. Okay. But it looks like Bitcoin wants to go down to that level before it stops the bleeding. Okay. And that's what we're doing right now is we're bleeding down on Bitcoin. And it's only been like a couple of days, and it's been like a horror show for most people in crypto world. Mr. Doom over here is saying that it's an engulfing pattern. The 3-day on the 3-day chart, it's not so much engulfing. Maybe if I do the daily, I look at the daily. Yeah, so the daily, if I go into just the daily chart here, we do have a bearish engulfing candle here that took out that small little green candle right there on Sunday, and it just basically wiped out a lot of investors and traders. And now we're getting another red candle here on Tuesday. And that candle looks like it's going to close in about an hour and 37 minutes from now. And then we're going to have another red candle just confirming that we are in a downtrend here. And it might be more pain for Bitcoin investors out there. But only after we just had like a really great bull run so far. Okay. You can expect to get corrections like this from time to time. And it's just another opportunity for you guys to add in at lower prices, for you to get back into Bitcoin before you have to pay over $100,000 for Bitcoin. Okay, you should see this as an opportunity to get some more Bitcoin if you don't feel like you have enough, and you should also see it as an opportunity to finally get into Bitcoin before it gets up to 100 grand. So yeah, we're just looking at Bitcoin right now, and the daily chart is showing a bearish engulfing candle from Monday, and we're getting the follow through here on Tuesday. Okay, if I pull out the moving averages here, it might tell us where there might be some more support levels. Okay, and it can give us some confirmation as to what the support levels might be. So over here, remember I said the Fibonacci level of $87,000 was going to be like a support level, and that's where we might get some support. Well, that looks like it's going to also be confirmed by the 21 EMA. This white line right here is showing that we should get some support at like $88,000 for Bitcoin. Okay. And it is creeping up higher. So that tomorrow it might be somewhere near $89,000 is where some of the bulls might try to defend Bitcoin at. $89,000 is roughly, that's less than $90,000. That means you got into Bitcoin below $90,000 if you get in at 89. So maybe there might be some people who want to take a chance on that and get some relatively cheap Bitcoin at $89,000. But if we're not able to hold $89,000, then expect to come down to 87, which is the Fibonacci retracement level of 0.5 retracement level. And if we're not, I'm sorry, $87,000 is the 0.618 level. Okay. And if we go lower than that, then we also have the 0.5 level to defend us. On the moving averages, going back to moving averages, the 50-day is trying to creep up, but the 50-day is saying that you might get support at like $76,000, which is also confluent with the 0.382 level on the Fibonacci analysis here. So maybe if we're not able to hold 83, then we could try to hold 79 or 76, which would be the 50-day moving average where it's at right now. But that 50-day is going to be creeping up higher as well as the days go by here. So it might actually be $79,000 would be the next support level, which would coincide with the Fibonacci at 0.382. All right. So these fib levels, they give us some guidance here as like where we can put our buy orders, where we can draw the line in the sand to like try to defend Bitcoin and prevent these bears from attacking us and bring us down further. Okay. The bears are finally getting their day in the sun now. They've been getting beaten up and dragged through the mud as Bitcoin has shot up from like 60,000, 70,000 all the way up to like 99,000. You know, the bears need a break, and they're getting it right now. They're finally getting their day in the sun, and that's what we get, you know. And we need the bears to bring the prices down so that way we can go buy cheaper Bitcoin. Let's not forget that. Like, you know, for those of us who constantly keep putting money into the markets, today and yesterday was a really good day to add some more to your Bitcoin positions. Let me see here. Do I have anybody in the chat? No, I don't see that right there. Okay. Yeah, so like going back to Bitcoin, the bearish case is that we continue on and we go down to $87,000 or $89,000, and that's where we're gonna get some support. Okay. That's the near-term support. And then if we don't defend that, then $83,000 or $79,000 is going to be the next support area for Bitcoin. Okay. So things don't go up in a straight line. They don't go down in a straight line. No need to panic. You guys should be viewing this as a buying opportunity. Let's move on to SUI, which actually had a good day today. Let's find out why. Okay. We're going to look at the chart here. Let's see what the chart is telling us. Okay. So SUI on the daily chart here is up 7.79% for today. Bucking the trend against the rest of the crypto market that's having a bad day. SUI's actually having a good day. And the reason why I can see SUI having a good day is because it's already had a few bad days already. And it's trying to defend the white 21 EMA line right here. That white 21 EMA line is at $3.26. And, SUI opened the day at $3.19, and the bulls decided to push it up. So we're defending that 21 EMA right now. That's the reason why SUI is actually going up today. It's getting support on the 21 EMA. It's also been a very strong cryptocurrency in the last few weeks here. It's actually near its all-time highs. It made an all-time high back in November 17th when we saw SUI get as high as like $3.90 here. Maybe like $3.94. So we came very close to a $4 SUI here. And SUI is roughly if I just do an info line here, okay, SUI going down from $3.94 down to like where it was earlier today at like $3.18. That's a 20% correction. So SUI already had like a 20% correction from its all-time high. I'm expecting a strong cryptocurrency like SUI to signify if we're going to be having stronger moves in altcoins, because a lot of investors are putting their money into SUI, and SUI's probably going to front run the market first if we do decide to go to higher prices. So if you see SUI going to higher prices, that might actually be a leading indicator that Bitcoin and Ethereum are also going to go to higher prices, because SUI is also a top market crypto coin, and if SUI is going to be leading the pack like that, then that means the rest of them are going to probably join in and go to higher prices. So we'll pay attention to SUI, see if it's able to go to higher prices than where it's at, like at $3.44. If we see like a $3.60, $4 SUI, that probably means that Bitcoin and Ethereum and the rest of the cryptos are going to be going up as well. Okay. But let's take a look at another cryptocurrency that's similar to SUI, and that one would be Solana. Okay. So Solana, right? Solana is currently trading at $2.31. Solana has been going down in sympathy with Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptos here. Solana has been having a bad few days ever since Saturday. It topped out on Saturday at like $264. And then it had a bad Sunday, a bad Monday. Now here we are on a bad Tuesday. But look at this. Just like SUI, okay? Solana is also getting support on the 21 EMA, okay? So Solana, with these moving averages, is getting support like that. The bulls, the Solana bulls decided to defend the 21 EMA. The 21 EMA was at $2.25. I'm sorry, not $2. $225.06. And Solana did get down to like 221, so it overshot it a little bit, but then it got pushed back up. So Solana is also very bullish in the short term, just like SUI is, but we'll see. We'll see what happens next year, because if Bitcoin continues going down, it's going to drag down the rest of the cryptos, including SUI and Solana. Okay, uh, those cryptocurrencies will get pulled down with Bitcoin. Okay, so we actually want to see Bitcoin just go sideways. We don't need Bitcoin to go up. We just need to go sideways, because what's going to happen is the Bitcoin investors, the Bitcoin bulls that already have Bitcoin, they're going to see that the other cryptos like Solana and Sui and AVAX and Ethereum, that they're not going down either, and that there's a possibility that they might go up. And if Bitcoin just continues going sideways, those Bitcoin investors are going to sell their Bitcoin and put it into the altcoin market to make a quick buck or two before they go back into Bitcoin again. Okay, so we want Bitcoin to go sideways because that's going to help out the altcoins. Let's take a look at AVAX, Avalanche. Okay, Avalanche is currently trading at $43.04. And it's up 4% today. So Avalanche is also having a good day, just like Sui. Okay, so some of these cryptos are bucking the trend. They're not all going down today. Some of them actually benefit when Bitcoin actually goes down. So it looks like Avalanche and Sui are one of those cryptos that actually benefit from Bitcoin going down. So yeah, so money is going into Avalanche right now. Avalanche is up 4.21% today. And AVAX, right? It looks like it's just creating a flag here, okay? A bull flag, which leads me to believe that there might be some more bullish price action for Avalanche, okay? I'm just going to draw this out right here. So we're going to use the candle wicks here, okay? So you can see it's just basically like a yellow flag here, and this is the flagpole, okay? And if Avalanche continues being bullish, we just measure from the bottom of the flagpole to the top of the flagpole, gives us our measured move, and then we put that to where we might break out at around like $43, and then it gives you a little measured move price target here of about $54. All right, that blue number right there could indicate that Avalanche wants to go to $54 next. That's interesting. $54 level. If I just go back in history here, I mean, if we look at around March of 2024, I see some candle wicks, some sideways price action here around the $54 level. So yeah, I think the next price target for Avalanche AVAX is $54, which I believe is about, if I just measure that with the info line here, going up to $54. That's about a 26% move up in Avalanche if we go up to $54 here. Okay. But let's look at the bearish case for Avalanche. Okay, just in case Avalanche decides to go down. All right. Just look at the moving averages here. If Avalanche does decide to go down, we could get some support on that white line, the 21 EMA. And the 21 EMA is saying that AVAX should get support at like $34, $35, the $34.91 level, okay? Which is also confluent with the sideways price action that we had towards like the middle of November here, where we seen $30, $35 AVAX for like a couple of weeks there. So if Avalanche does decide to come down, you could probably scoop up some cheap Avalanche at like $30, $35 here. And we'll see if these moving averages start creeping up higher here. Because if they start creeping up higher, the green line could come up to like that $33 level. And then for damn sure that $33 is most likely going to get defended if you have sideways price action at $33. And then you also have the 50-day green line moving average giving you support as well. Okay, so we'll pay attention to that as AVAX Avalanche investors if Avalanche does decide to go down in price here. So that's Avalanche. We'll look at another cryptocurrency that is similar to Avalanche that came out before Avalanche. That one's going to be Ethereum. Okay, let's see what Ethereum's doing right now. Ethereum is currently trading at $3,337. And Ethereum is also kind of creating a bull flag here. Okay. So maybe that's what we're going to end up getting here, guys. If Bitcoin can just chill out and not go down anymore and just chill out at like the $90,000 level, right? Then that gives these altcoins a chance to breathe and maybe even thrive a little bit. And then the altcoins can start getting, trying to catch up to Bitcoin and go to all-time highs here, okay? Because what I see right now with Ethereum is, I see this like this flag here, okay? Another bull flag, right? And all you gotta do is like the same thing. You just measure from the bottom of the flagpole here to the top of the flagpole. Gives you your measure move, and then you put it to where you think Ethereum might break out at, like $3,400. Okay. And if Ethereum does that, then we're gonna see Ethereum get back near its all-time high. That blue number right there, $4,500. 45.45. That's the price target on Ethereum if this bull flag plays out. Okay. The bearish case, we can look at the moving averages here. The moving averages should give us support. Okay. And just looking at the 21-day exponential moving average, that white line, okay, we should see Ethereum get support at like $3,174. Okay. If it does decide to go down that low. And that actually kind of coincides with like these candle wick opening and closing candles here at like the 3175 level. Okay. So 3175, $3,200 might be, an area that Ethereum bulls might try to defend. Okay. Guys, I think I'm ready to do the Q&A here. If you guys want to give me your favorite cryptocurrency, or we can talk about your favorite stock, or we can talk about your favorite stock that's related to cryptocurrencies. Okay. I can do it all here. Looking at these charts here and looking at the moving averages and the Fibonacci levels here. I'll quickly do a Fibonacci retracement just to see, what the Fib levels might be for Ethereum. No, I don't want that one. I want the retracement. There we go. So we had Ethereum get up to like 35.46 back on Monday here. Okay, and then we take that all the way down to where we were back on basically election day in the United States here. And you can see that we have the golden pocket, the 3618. I'm sorry, not the 0.618 level here at $3,081. So 3,081 might be a level that we might want to defend for Ethereum, which also happens to be like right around near the bottom of this flag that we're in. So if Ethereum does decide to go to lower prices here, we might go down to the bottom of this flagpole, bounce off that 0.618 fib level before we start going to higher prices again for Ethereum. All right, and that would be confluent with staying in the flag pattern that we're in already, and it would also be confluent with bouncing off the 0.618 level. So maybe $3,100 might be the magic number for you guys to get, some cheap Ethereum and try to defend it. Guys, I appreciate you clicking the like button. Go ahead and smash that like button. Show some love here. If you appreciate my analysis here. If you guys are new to the channel and you like the analysis, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this pop up on your YouTube feed and your TikTok stream. And yeah, appreciate all the likes that I get and the subscribes. All right, let's see. Guys, go ahead and put in your requests now for whatever particular cryptocurrency you want me to talk about. If not, we'll take a look at CoinMarketCap real quick here, and we'll see which cryptocurrencies have the best 24 hours here. Right now, Injective is leading the way. I actually own some Injective myself, so I like to see that. Injective is at $30.57, up 16% today and up 26% for the last 7 days. Then we got Phantom. Phantom is up 16.5% today, up 58% for the week. SEI is up 13.7%, up 43% for the week. Currently trading at 69 cents. Algorand is also having a good day as well. Theta's having a good day. Sui, we already said Sui's having a good day. Tau, Bet Sensor is up as well. Mantra. So not every single cryptocurrency is going down when Bitcoin's going down. Okay. We do have some cryptocurrencies that are actually going up today. We already mentioned Avalanche, HBAR, Brett, Akash. Okay. Yeah. If I do crypto bubbles, let me look at crypto bubbles here real quick. Yeah, let's see. Crypto bubbles, it kind of gives you a visual idea of like what the cryptocurrencies are doing out there in a little quirky, funny bubble fashion here. So yeah, what crypto bubbles is showing here. Looks like Algo and Injective, Phantom, say they're all having good days here. Okay. The red bubbles, the bigger red bubbles, they're having a bad day today. Sand's having a bad day. Stellar's having a bad day, 8.3% down. Yeah. Some are doing better than others. Some are doing worse than others here. You got some popular ones like Solana. Solana only down 1% today. Then you got Ethereum. Ethereum down only 2%. Okay. Celestia up 5.7%. So Ross Quasi, you're saying High Street. Is that a stock or a crypto, Ross? You go ahead and let me know. I could type it in TradingView and see what comes up. You're saying High Street. I can look at High Street. I'm just not familiar with it. I'm assuming it's a crypto. But we'll go back into TradingView here to go look at High Street. High Street to US dollar. Okay, so this is a crypto. All right. Yep, I see it now. So High Street currently trading at $1.60 right now. This cryptocurrency it's new to me. I'll tell you that. I want to see how far it's been. I mean, it's been trading on Coinbase since May of 2022. That's interesting. And High Street. Oh man, let me get rid of that. I want the cursor here. Okay. High Street looks like it's had some pretty good days here in the past here. High Street in June of 2024, it was trading as high as like $4. I'm sorry, $6 here. I gotta zoom in a little bit here. How high did this thing get? It got up to like $9 on June 7th of 2024. That's interesting. But I don't know what happened there. Do you know exactly what happened? Why High Street got a bearish engulfing daily candle here? It went down like 38% in June. Maybe there was something going on with the Middle East or something. Brought the rest of the market down. But yeah, that took whatever happened there and just brought High Street down, and then it had a hard time recovering. It was just red day, and it just kept going down further and further and further. But I believe it looks like High Street. I mean, it looks like it's bottoming out. It looks like it doesn't want to go any lower than what it's done already. But yeah, let's look at to see if we can find any maybe some bullish divergence here. Okay. So we do have lower lows here on the price. Okay. At least on the daily chart here, and then we also have some higher lows here, indicating that bulls are defending this this $1 level. Okay, and I just see bullish divergence here. Okay, so you got your low, okay, and then you have higher lows here, right, on the RSI. Okay, that's bullish divergence. That means investors who are bullish on this asset, high street, they see these lower prices and they want in. They're buying. There's buying pressure there. Okay. So, with all that being said, I don't think high street will go lower than $1. Right now, it's currently trading at $1.60. Okay. How high could it possibly go? We need to see high street get above this local high that it made back in July of 2024. Okay, where we saw high as we saw high street as high as like $2.03. So that's the next price target I have for high street here. Looks like it tried to push up on like some Sunday, November 10th. It got up to $1.88, but that wasn't good enough. Okay, that's actually a lower high. We need to get a higher high here. The risky thing to do with high street is that to be buying it right now. Okay. Without it being in a bullish trend. We're starting a bullish trend, but we need to confirm the bullish trend by actually making a higher high, higher than $2. Okay. Once you see that, then you know for sure that we're in a bull trend on high street here. But we also want to make sure that high street stays making higher lows as well until it makes that higher high. So if you want to be buying and investing and trading high street right now, then you want to make sure you stay above this trend line here that I just drew out. And you want to keep making higher lows here. Because if you break down and below that trend line, then you're probably going right back to $1 on high street. Okay. So I would be on the lookout for that. Make sure that it respects the trend line here, respects the TA, the technical analysis here. And yeah, high street can just keep making higher lows, and never go below that trend line until it finally gets above $2. And then once it gets above $2, then you know for sure that it's game on, that we're ready to go to higher prices there. And then you can add more money. You can ante up on high street and put more money to work. And then maybe after that, you start seeing high street get up to like $3.30, which I see some sideways price action there near $3.30 level. And then, then it's off to the races where you can probably get up to like $6 again, or $7, maybe even $9, like it did back in June of 2024. So that's an interesting crypto that you chose there. I'm glad to do the analysis. You're welcome. You're welcome, Ross. If you got another crypto, shoot away. We'll take a look at it. Or if you got another stock you want me to look at, I can do that too. All right, George S. You want me to take a look at the stuff? Okay. All righty. We'll look at Stellar. Stellar has been Stellar. It had a really good week this past week. I know that, but we'll take a look at the charts here. So Stellar is currently trading at 44 cents. And it got as high as roughly about 63 cents on Sunday. Okay. And just looking at the RSI here, we are overbought, overheated on Stellar. That is starting to come down. So, we're just probably getting a bull flag here. We're just getting some consolidation on Stellar. If I pull up the moving averages for Stellar, okay, we are very far away from the 21 EMA. That's very concerning because that means we could probably come back all the way down to the 21 EMA before we bounce back higher on Stellar. I don't think it has to go that far down. Okay. There's no guarantees that it will actually go that far down. Okay. If I zoom in on maybe on the 1 hour chart, it might give us some better support levels here for Stellar. Okay. I see the red line here. This is the 200 moving average. That looks like we might have some support at like the 36, 37 cent level. So I would expect Stellar to try to defend that 36, 37 cent level before it comes down any further than that. Okay. But yeah, on the 1 hour chart, Stellar is it's currently trying to defend the 42 cent level. I'm not sure why. I do see that we have some sideways price action here near 42 cents. So maybe that's why we're getting some defense at that level. Okay. Let me see if I look at the 4 hour chart. Yeah, 4 hour chart doesn't really have anything. So that's just sideways price action, just giving ourselves a current defense level at 42 cents for Stellar. But yeah, once again, if you look at like just looking at the 4 hour chart here on the 50 moving average, the 50 moving average is also saying that we're going to get support at the 36, 37 cent level. The bearish case, bullish case for Stellar, right? We're there, right? We want to make money and see this thing go to higher prices. If Stellar continues on this trend that it was doing, right? Right now we're doing a bull flag here, but if we just take that measured move from the bottom of the flagpole top and then we put it to like where Stellar could probably break out, like right over here. It says that we could probably see an 85 cent Stellar in the near future here. And I mean, it kind of gives us an idea as like when that might happen. It might be later on this Friday, Black Friday. Okay. There's no guarantee, but I mean, I would put more credence and more weight into the price getting up to 85 cents rather than also knowing what day it's going to happen on. Okay. But could be Friday. Could be 85 cents. Could see another double in price on Stellar. So that's the bullish case for Stellar right there. If it decides to keep on going higher. Let me see. Glad to see you enjoying the stream there, MMA Squire. Go ahead and shoot away your favorite crypto. I think Ross had another request here. He said that he wants to see Degen. Okay. I'm assuming that's another cryptocurrency, but he named their stock Degen. Degen, let's see. Degen we'll look at on the MEXC exchange here. Degen is currently trading at a little less than 2 pennies. It's at 0.017 pennies here. And yeah, Degen, interesting on the 4 hour chart here. You know, it looks like it's also creating a bull flag, just like these other cryptocurrencies are doing. Let me go ahead and get rid of the MA here, the moving averages, and we'll just just to make it more cleaner here for you. But yeah, I see right here, Degen is defending the level that it's at right now, the 0.017 pennies. Okay. Trend line as well, showing that. So that's the bull flag. Okay. For Degen. And the bullish case is that if we just continue on, with the bullish momentum on Degen, measuring from the bottom of the flagpole to the top of the flagpole, and we just put it right here. Wow. Okay, Ross, you be picking like these cryptocurrencies that look like they might actually shoot up at any moment right here, or the ones that are bottoming out. You got some good picks here. I'll have to admit that, Ross. You got some good picks here. Because I like that. You want to know why I like that? I'm going to tell the rest of you guys why I like this, okay? Because you have basically a bull flag. almost 95% nearest completion. Okay, so it can't go any further unless it wants to like be really stupid and just go sideways for a little bit more. Okay, but eventually this asset's going to go up or down, and the likelihood is that it's actually going to go up. And if you're bullish on this asset, what you can do is, this is how you trade. Okay, if you're going to trade this stock, or I mean trade this crypto here, you're going to put your stop loss like right over here below this bull flag. Okay, probably at like a penny and a half. Okay, you put your stop loss at a penny and a half. So if you lose, you're not going to lose that much money. Okay, but the beauty of this trade right here that Ross picked out, okay, is we could probably see DGen go up to like almost 4 cents here. That's like a double in price, and you're not risking that much. You're really not risking that much. Like I said, if you put your stop loss at like a penny and a half, okay, let me just measure that real quick here from like 1.7 right to like a penny and a half. You're going to be risking maybe like 13%, okay? A 13% downside for basically 100% move up in price. I like that. That's a good pick. DGen might be worth taking a look at, guys. I'm glad Ross picked that one for us, because that is looking, wow, that's looking, that's like taking the hottest girl to the prom right now. That's how good it feels right now. The hottest girl in school, you're taking her to the prom. If you're picking DGen and this thing plays out like that. Okay? And what's your loss? Your loss is that, you know, she remembers your name, and that's it. That's all that's all you're going to lose with that one. She remembers your name. You're not going to lose anything more than that. But man, you could probably bring her back home at the end of the night, and you're taking the hottest girl to the prom with this crypto. I like it. I like it. That's a good move. That's good. I like the way everything plays out with that. Okay. And I'm just looking at the RSI, see if I can fall in love even more with this thing. Yeah, we got, you know, some higher lows on the RSI. Okay. It's like near below neutral territory. Let's see. RSI 38. That's like neutral is like 50. Like that's neutral. 40 is like kind of like, you know, below neutral. Like it's actually like kind of like it's been oversold. So, or close to oversold, because oversold would be like 30. And this thing is saying like it's at 41, 38 on the RSI. So this thing is looking like it's ready to pounce up. I like it. I like it a lot. That was a good pick right there. Wow. Ross, maybe I should have you start picking cryptos for me. We can make a lot of money here. You're picking some good ones here. I like it. Let me see if anybody else has some. Yeah, okay, yep. MMN Squire. We talked about Ethereum earlier on the live stream, but I'll go ahead just because you made the request. I know you might have came in a little bit late, but we'll look at Ethereum one more time here. Okay, because Ethereum should do well if Bitcoin's going to go. If Bitcoin just goes sideways, we don't need Bitcoin to go down. If Bitcoin goes down, it might bring all these other cryptocurrencies down. But if Bitcoin can just chill out at like $90,000, then, you know, with Ethereum being at $3,300, Ethereum is actually going to want to start creeping up higher. Okay, because what will end up happening is the Bitcoin investors, they'll get frustrated with Bitcoin going sideways, and then they'll try to put their hat in the ring on Ethereum. And especially if Ethereum starts creeping up higher, then Bitcoin investors will sell their Bitcoin. They go buy Ethereum instead. Okay. And I already did analysis on Ethereum, but I'll try to summarize it a little bit here. Excuse me for the mess that this chart looks like, but I mean, this was what we were looking at earlier. Okay. I'm going to get rid of the Fibonacci for now, just to clean up a little bit. But Ethereum is also in a bull flag here, MMA Squire, okay? And the way these bull flags play out, okay, you just take the measure move from where Ethereum was back in the beginning of November. to where it topped out here in the middle of November, and then you take it to like where Ethereum could possibly break out near this top of the bull flag here, and you're looking at like Ethereum getting as high as $4,500. Okay, we could see a $4,500 Ethereum in the near future here. Okay, but Ethereum in the meantime, if Bitcoin goes downwards and sideways, then Ethereum might also go down a little bit. It might bounce, it might go down to the bottom of this bull flag and then bounce up like at this blue line that I just drew out earlier. And if Bitcoin can not go down and start going back up again, then Ethereum will also go up in sympathy with Bitcoin. And then we'll see, Ethereum at the top of the bull flag again at $3,500. And then the $3,500 level has to be the level that needs to be broken. Okay. As you can see, that level was pretty significant earlier this year. Once we get past $3,500, then it's off to the races, and we can see Ethereum get up to $4,500. That could be a possibility in the near future here for Ethereum. I could see that happening in like December. I can see like a $4,000 Ethereum coming up in the future here, and like right before Christmas time, just in time for Christmas for you Ethereum investors. It's like your gift. Would be nice to see Ethereum get past this all-time high like Solana and Bitcoin did. Ethereum is just lagging. Okay. But maybe it's just coiling up, kind of like a spring, and it's going to launch itself up to higher prices and shock us all for the better. Pleasantly shock us all. Guys, I appreciate you coming into live stream. Go ahead and click that like button if you haven't already. I think that's going to be it for today here. Let's see. Brian actually he pull some fibs and zoom out Bitcoin's 1 hour. Let's see. Yep, you're the same. 1 hour fib levels from the August 5th low to the high. 87,000 appears as the next support. Yeah, Brian, we did talk about that earlier in this video. We'll I'll finish off on Bitcoin to end this live stream here. But we did talk about that earlier. Those levels that you mentioned, those were levels that I've been paying attention to as well. Okay, and just summarizing up Bitcoin, if Bitcoin does decide to continue to go down to lower prices here, we do have the Fibonacci retracement here that I drew from like back in like October up to the highs that we made here in November at $99,800, and we have if we go lower, right, we're looking at Bitcoin at the 0.618 level at $87,280. Okay, we need to defend that level. If we're not able to defend 87,000, then we could come down to $83,000, which is the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. And if for some reason if we're not able to defend that level, which to be honest with you, there's not that much price action at $83,000. So we might actually slice through that like a hot knife through butter. Okay. Then we have the 0.382 level, and that one is giving us some defense and some support at $79,600. And if I pull up the moving averages here, okay, that can also kind of give us some confirmation about where Bitcoin might go next. At least on the forward chart, it says that the 200 MA is at $81,000 right now, which is going to creep up as the hours go by here. So I'm expecting like $83,000. That should be where we have the Fibonacci retracement at, that Fibonacci level of $83,000. And also the 200 moving average on the 4 hours should also defend Bitcoin at $83,000. Okay. But in the near term here, it's looking more like $87,000 needs to be defended. Okay. That is a level that we need to defend. And if I go into the daily chart here, okay, just real quick, you can see that we have the 21 EMA. The 21 EMA is creeping up, and that is at 89,000. So we might not actually go down to 87,000. For those of you who are focusing on just Fibonacci analysis, okay, and you think that Bitcoin is going to go to $87,000, you might actually get front run by other investors that also see that as well, and they want to get in on Bitcoin before it goes down to 87,000. They might try to go to defend Bitcoin at $89,000, okay, because that's where the 21 EMA is at, right? The 21 EMA exponential moving average is at around $88,000, $89,000. So you might actually get front run. So don't think that just because you see a Fibonacci level that it's going to go down there and it's going to smack dab perfectly, okay? It's just a reference point, okay? But then you got to look at other things that are showing some confluence here, and we have the 21 EMA on the daily chart saying that we might actually get some support at $89,000. And if you think about it psychologically, there's going to be some investors out there all around the world, individuals, corporations, there's going to be insurance companies, right? And there's going to be countries now who are buying Bitcoin. And they're going to see $90,000 Bitcoin. And if they see like $89,000 Bitcoin and they're in it for the long term, like I'm talking about like 5-10 years from now, they're going to see $89,000 Bitcoin and be like, you know what? That's good enough. Buy. They're going to click the buy button. They're going to click the buy button. And then anybody that was waiting for $87,000 Bitcoin is just going to get front run. They're not even going to get a chance to buy Bitcoin at $87,000 because the people that thought $89,000 was cheap enough, they're probably going to cause it to bounce off of that level. So there are no guarantees in trading and investing. We only have probabilities to work on. And then we have our levels, our areas, our levels of confluence and confirmation. We don't rely on one indicator. We do multiple indicators here. And it gives us an idea as like what we might be able to expect next with Bitcoin. So right now we're ending the live stream here. Bitcoin's at $91,700. We might see $89,000 tomorrow. We might see $87,000 tomorrow. I feel like that's on deck. That's coming up next. I feel like we got some more bleeding to go through. But if not, great. If Bitcoin can start going to higher prices, then the $93,500 level was the level that we needed to defend, and we didn't. We tried to do that earlier today, and we didn't. Looking at like the 1 hour chart, that was a level where we had some opening and closings here. So 93,500. I want to see us get above that before I get bullish on Bitcoin again. Okay, we weren't able to defend it, and that's why we're going lower. Okay, but guys, I'm gonna end that live stream. I appreciate the questions you had today. I appreciate the likes and the shares. You can share this video with your friends and family members that are in crypto, and hopefully this gives them a better idea as like what to expect next. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe so you can see more videos like this. Okay. I love talking about crypto. I'm not a financial advisor, but I feel like crypto is very exciting to talk about. That's why I'm talking about it. And this is not finance advice. This is just me sharing my opinion about these cryptos. You decide, you make that final decision with your own financial advisor as to whether or not, crypto is a good thing for you to get into. Okay. But I feel like we're in for some exciting times in the next 3 to 6 months here. Okay. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it. I might go live. Around this time tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time, East Coast time. If not, you'll definitely see me on Friday around probably like 3 p.m. talking about the stock market, and then I'll do another live stream on Sunday. I usually do Sundays at 5 p.m. East Coast time. Okay, guys, good luck with your trading and investing and whatever you decide to do, and I will see you on the next live stream.